Please join me in prayer. As together we give thanks to our Creator for this beautiful last Sunday morning of summer. I give thanks for the beauty of the earth. I give thanks for the cooler weather, all for our delight. And this is the day Spirit has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I give thanks for each one here, for the fellowship as we come together in spirit and celebrate our faith together. I give thanks for the support and love that each one gives me, and that I am allowed to return to each one. I give thanks for the inspired message of Reverend Diana this morning. I know it opens my heart, opens our minds, and it reminds us of who we really are, who Spirit made us to be. So with a grateful heart, I just let this time together unfold, confident that it does so perfectly, joyfully, and lovingly. And we anchor this into being by saying together, and so it is. So it is. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here this morning. It's so nice to see all of you. Good to have you here. Welcome, and if you're new with us this morning, either in the room or online, my name is Reverend Diana Johnson, and I'm the pastor and spiritual director for Mystic Heart Spiritual Center. We're an independent interfaith community, and we teach universal principles and practical spirituality that follows the common threads of truth that run through all of the world's great traditions. So it is my prayer that this morning will lead you to the guidance and wisdom of your own mystic heart. We begin our meditative portion of our morning together by joining our voices in musical prayer.
Welcome home to your mystic heart. Lay aside whatever came before. Let your own intuition start to guide you to heaven's door. Welcome home to your mystic heart. Lay aside whatever came before. Let your own intuition start to guide you to heaven's door. To guide you to heaven's door. To guide you to heaven's door.
Dropping down a little deeper.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. surrendering in love, surrendering in love.
Dropping down now into the stillness that dwells within every heart. Taking long, slow, deep breaths. And on the deep breath in, feeling the presence of new life as it enters the body. And letting it go. Relaxing the body and feeling fully supported. Allowing the breath to carry you inward to the deep peace and wholeness that is always available. Always the truth of who you are. Envision with me a web of consciousness that surrounds and infuses the planet. Some call it the field. Some call it presence. Some call it God. And see yourself as a radiant spark within that one light. Now begin to notice as every human, every creature, every plant is shining with that same radiant light. The rocks and the minerals, the water and the wind, the stars and the planets, enlivened by the light of Spirit. All life breathes together, shines with the one light. We empower our human expression of good in the world as we acknowledge our connection with all that is. We grow in compassion and understanding as we acknowledge that we are all of one essence, one substance, one source, and that what we offer into the world affects us all. With hearts and minds stayed on Spirit, our collective prayer and meditation leave an imprint of peace, of love, of grace on human evolution and on the world for all time. As we come together, we set an intention that each of us walks as a beneficial presence on the planet. That each one leaves a positive imprint. And that as a community, we use this time to move the world toward a more generous, compassionate, harmonious expression. Together, and individually, we walk as love in action. This morning, I'm offering you an invitation to linger, sensing the peace of presence, listening for the soft voice of the soul. Nothing more. Feeling contentment in being still. Quiet. In community. and in communion. Allow yourself to simply be. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. You are alive. And that is enough. Basking in gratitude for the gift of life. How often do we linger over our quiet time? How often do we prolong our solitude? And do so intentionally for the gratification it brings. Or do we more often set a timer or watch the clock to know when our time of meditation or silence will end? This morning we take the time to rest in the Lord, to savor the experience of being in communion with Spirit, in Sangha with our spiritual family, to bask in the energy and the presence of the one source, and to sense the love and light of the collective. As we sit completely still, silent, we may wish to call forth the spirit of loved ones. Whether they are still with us on the planet or have flown to the next adventure, they are forever with us. Their presence can be felt. If you listen carefully, you may hear a voice, sense a touch, or simply feel and know their loving presence. We are one with all that is. Separation is an appearance in the physical realm, but it is not the truth of who we are. I share with you now some words. Passages that have led me to linger in the silence during the past week. They are not so much meant to contemplate, but rather to savor, to linger with. Allow these passages to wash over you. Bask in their warmth, in their truth. Be still. Receive God's love. Embrace yourself and welcome the day. Get up in the morning and look at the world in a way that takes nothing for granted. Get up in the morning and look at the world in a way that takes nothing for granted. Take a moment to feel the exquisite peace of still waters within you. It is not necessary to spend your entire time in prayer and meditation. Rather, seek to make your work a prayer. Your believing and act. God has a sense of humor.
Amen.
You think you're going to linger in silence with these folks, do you? Yeah, right. It's like the play of spirit, right? And it's that way sometimes during our lives when we're home, trying to go into the silence, and then the cat climbs the curtain, and the dog barks at the neighbor. And so I'll re-enter this invitation to linger by repeating the quote by Ernest Holmes. It is not necessary to spend your entire time in prayer and meditation. Rather, seek to make your work a prayer, your believing an act, and your living an art. From Howard Thurman. There must always remain in every life some place for the singing of angels, some place for that which in itself is breathless and beautiful. From Rumi. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. from Maya Angelou. Listen to yourself, and in that quietude, you might hear the voice of God. From Kirk Byron Jones. God, help me to be still, to lounge in your grace, and listen to your song, and to hear my song in yours.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is love. There is love. In the stillness of this moment there is love. There is love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is love, sweet love, yeah, sweet love. In the stillness of this
In the stillness of this moment, I invite you to simply linger with this familiar music. Listen with your heart. Feel the love that inspired it. Relax into it. And I invite you to linger with these contemplations. Rajneesh Kumar Mishra reminds us that healing begins the moment you stop running from your own silence. In the Bhagavad Gita, we read, "In the still mind, in the depths of meditation, the self reveals itself." Lao Tzu advises us to be still. Stillness reveals the secrets of eternity. Khalil Gibran tells us that only when you drink from the river of silence shall you indeed sing. As we share our 3 minutes of contemplation, free from words, free from music, I invite us to simply linger in the silence, to completely let go of everything, to simply be with no expectations, no judgments, no desire other than to fully relax deeply into the moment, resting in the lap of the Divine Mother, held in the everlasting arms. We are safe. We are holy. As we linger in sacred repose. Holy One, thank you for this time to simply be, to rest in your divine presence, and to relax in the sacred presence of beloved community. May we always feel free to be fully ourselves with one another. May we celebrate each one's authenticity, and may we always share our mutual love and support. Mother Teresa reminds us that in the silence of the heart, God speaks. If you face God in prayer and in silence, God will speak to you. Then you will know that you are nothing. It is only when you realize your nothingness, your emptiness, that God can fill you with himself. Souls of prayer are souls of great silence. We choose now to remain restful, at peace, in sacred repose, as Reverend Diana shares her Taizé closing prayer. We let it flow over us, into and through us, knowing that our souls rejoice as we accept her invitation to linger.
Holy One, great mystery, giver of all of life. Again this morning I speak to you as though you might be elsewhere, as though we might be separate. This is because I am a divine being having a human experience. And it helps me to feel one aspect of our relationship, the personal nature of spirit. But I also feel your presence, tingling in every cell of my body, radiating from deep within. I know the truth. We are one. You are the infinite intelligence, the sentient energy, the vital life force that moves in, through, and as all things. You are that which gives life to this physical form. And so I shift now, rather than speaking to you. My words are those of deep knowing, of truth experienced. I am, each of us is, deeply loved. Love in action. I take the time to linger in love. The peace of spirit, the spirit of peace, lies within me and all beings, always present and available. I remember throughout my day to bask in the peace that I am. I am returned to joy again and again, even as I move through difficult times. I trust and know that I will smile again, for joy is the truth of my being. Grace flows freely through every aspect of my life, bringing comfort and contentment. All needs are always met, and I am grateful. I give thanks for my growing awareness and constant connection with Source. I am grateful for the many blessings that move through my life on a daily basis, from the very small and seemingly insignificant to those that seem miraculous. Thank you, Spirit, for this safe and sacred space, for this spiritual family, for the support, connection, and love that each of us can find here. It is steeped in gratitude that I release my word, in faith that it has done its good work. I know that a prayer humbly spoken and deeply felt is a prayer answered. And so I see all that unfolds from this moment on as answered prayer. I let go and let God. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Good morning. Coming back into this space, awareness of our bodies and this space. Opening our eyes, further opening our hearts and our minds. Some of us in preparation for conversation in a few minutes. Take a look around, see who's here celebrating with you this morning. At least one branch of your spiritual family, one of your support systems. So as we close our Taizé meditation this morning, we offer the opportunity for you to share of your financial good in support of the work that we're doing in the world. And if you're joining us online, you can go to mysticheart.org and you'll find a donate button and a mailing address. We are a self-sustaining community, and we depend on and welcome and are so grateful for your generous gifts. So as we support the Mystic Heart Gathering Place by joining in sacred circulation, please enjoy Karen Drucker, May I Walk in Peace.
In beauty, may I walk all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. On this path, may I walk through my life. May I walk in old age. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk, may I in forgiveness. May I walk in loving kindness. May I walk, may I walk, may I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk, 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 may I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace now. May you walk, always walk in peace. May we walk in peace. May I walk with loving kindness. In love.
So I say thank you for these gifts given so generously, given of spirit through your hearts, your hands, your lives, and entrusted to this community, knowing that we honor your contribution and we grow it and expand it, using it well so that we might shower the community with our love and our service. Thank you. And so it is. So we're going to sing you on your way to whatever's next, whether it be coffee and a conversation or something else in your day. As I do, I'm just reminding, and if you haven't opened your emails lately or haven't received a text, trying to reach everyone. We have a spring retreat scheduled. The dates we've chosen are April 30th through May 3rd. And it'll be somewhere near Shasta Lake. Looks like our two good choices of places are near the lake, Shasta Lake, so it won't be far to drive. We have 5 spaces left at this time. So if you haven't let me know you're interested, let me know by October 1st. And then we'll need a deposit, half of the funds, $150 deposit by October 15th to secure our reservation. So if you want more information, you can come and talk to me afterwards.
May your soul always find what it's looking for. And may your heart always lead the way. May you live in peace and harmony. And may love always fill your day. May your path be strewn with happiness. May success find you everywhere. May you always embrace compassion and grace, and may God always answer your prayer. May you always embrace compassion and grace, and may God always answer your prayer.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Have a beautiful day. Maybe we'll see some of you back at 10:30 for our conscious conversation.
Now, please join me in prayer, and we'll get this conversation underway. Thank you, Spirit, for this glorious late summer day, final Sunday of summer. Thank you for the coming autumn season, the cooler weathers, the beautiful colors, and just the joy of the earth in transition. Give thanks for this time together with my beloved community, my spiritual family, for the love and support that we give one another on our spiritual journey. and the acceptance and the vulnerability to be who we truly are, who we were meant to be. So as we accept Reverend Diana's invitation to linger this morning, I know that our hearts are opened, our minds are opened, our souls are enriched, and it all unfolds with grace and with great love. So I just say thank you, Spirit. Thank you to each one here, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Chris. Beautiful opening. What a lively bunch we have today. It's so awesome. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning and welcome, or welcome back, whichever it is for you. If you're new with us here this morning, my name is Reverend Diana Johnson, and I'm pastor and spiritual director, there we are, for Mystic Heart Spiritual Center. We're an independent interfaith community, and we teach universal principles and practical spirituality, following common threads of truth that run through all of the world's great traditions. So as we jump in this morning, we're going to start with some more upbeat, prayerful, join our voices together music. Feel free to stand up, sing, dance, whatever you want to do.
Welcome to the Mystic Heart. Join the celebration. Lift your voice and sing your part. Make this affirmation. Spirit made us family with loving hearts to share. Together we are joyfully practicing the possible through prayer. And everything's possible through prayer.
Under my chair, please. Thank you. I dare you to sit still.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us sing a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us sing a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us sing a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All right. How can I serve? That is the question. Or at least one of the questions.
How can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. When I hear you, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me,
energy going and growing as we join together in the imaginal realm, feeling, sensing, and knowing the presence of our love-soaked world. We enter this imaginal realm together, that space of infinite potential, where spirit and matter are working together, turning all things to good. We find ourselves in a world where all humans are living from their highest qualities, their greatest generosity, their deepest wisdom, their most loving nature. Thoughtful of the impact of their words and their actions, the effects that these things have on one another and on the world around us. This is a world without greed, where there is absolute abundance in simply having enough, where all needs are met gracefully and easily, where nutritious food and clean water and pure air can be experienced, readily experienced, no matter where you live, no matter the color of your skin, no matter the family you were born into, where warm, comfortable, and affordable housing is a given, where all beings feel a sense of safety, belonging, and connection, where mental and physical health and education and healthy relationships are all ensured by social systems that are grounded in wholeness and wellness and integrity. Ours is a world where all beings work and play at whatever feeds their souls and are well compensated for their service. All are valued and respected for their inherent goodness. Authenticity and vulnerability are not only welcomed, but celebrated. The peace we cultivate within ourselves shows up as a world free of hatred, violence, or indifference. The love that we are here to share is given freely to whomever our hearts are called to love. We have moved beyond all lines of separation and live as one human family, caring for one beautiful planet with the reverence that she deserves.
Amen.
By the power of our collective intention, our imagining, and inspired action, we have undergone an amazing transformation. We are living in a world that works for all beings. Giving no power to appearances now, we live according to our highest aspirations. We do not lower our vision, no matter what the world may say. We are at peace with our families, our friends, our neighbors, our communities, and other nations. This community stands as an open and welcoming place for all who seek support, belonging, and a sense of family during this time of profound transformation. It defines and redefines church as a place of self-discovery, authenticity, kindness, radical inclusion, and love, as we are guided to the truth that dwells in each one of our hearts. Giving thanks for the beauty of our world and trusting that a prayer spoken and deeply felt is a prayer answered, my word is acted upon here and now, and in full acceptance and great joy, and with the deepest humility, I release the prayer to the one who gets it done, and so it is. Amen. I love that shift in energy. More and more open, more and more open. So, looking around, we have had some joining right now. Good morning, Barb. Good to see you. So if you were with us in Taizé this morning, you'll know that we have offered an invitation to linger today. We spent a lot of the service lingering with some passages from famous, wise people, lingering with music, lingering in silence, lingering, listening for the soft voice of the soul, and then simply being present and contented and peaceful without needing to do anything else or go anywhere else. We lingered in this space together. We also chuckled because we had some Spirit playing with us with some music entering at different times and such things. It was fun. It was fun. But we allowed these words and the music and the silence to just wash over us and just spent time basking in that as community, being in communion as community. So that was pretty much it. That's what we did today. We basked, we lingered, we savored. It was beautiful. So I don't know if I'm the only one here or not, but I tend often to just move from one task to the next task to the next task. Anybody else have that experience? Yeah, I do that often. I'm working on that tendency. I often don't allow pauses in between, wrapping this one up. I turn quickly to the next thing and on I go. And in our culture, that's very normal. We're really an action-driven culture. So what does it even mean to linger? What does it mean to linger? When I say I'm inviting you to linger, it's not a word we even hear very often. Chris?
To me, it just means to stick around. Just
Okay, stick around.
Stay where you are.
All right. Stick around.
To be in the presence
Okay.
of friends or even yourself, to feel that presence.
Okay, so to feel a presence wherever you are and with whomever you're with, or whatever you're with.
To me, it also connotates like that you're enjoying it. That's
Okay.
why you're lingering. So like a savoring type of thing.
Okay, so you're enjoying your presence there. You're savoring your presence. And you're lingering. Yeah.
So, I think a lot of times we try to put that in like as a space, like space lingerings, like space or pause. But it sure does change if your beloved looks at you and says, "I want you to kiss me," and I want it to linger.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a prolonging
It's
of
a full
something.
immersement in the stillness of the enjoyment of that moment.
There you go. Nice. Thank you. Bob?
Kind of like lingering over a meal.
Lingering over
Yeah,
a meal.
rather than just getting it down the hatch and
Right.
moving on the next thing, taking a time to savor
Yeah.
each bite.
Yes. We do a little bit of that both with the food and the company
Yeah, we do.
after service.
So there's an inherent valuing of the quality of simply being.
Okay.
So when you linger, you're dropping into the energy of feeling your beingness, whatever it may be, whether you're lingering in the kiss, whether you're lingering and looking at the sky, as I often do in the morning when I'm first outdoors. But there's a sense of I'm entering into my beingness, and it feels full and complete. So then the movement into doing has another quality.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Barb.
Well, yeah, I really like everything. It's like just savoring yourself, savoring your being, and then savoring those around you. You know, I love that word savor.
Yeah.
Nicely
This week it was great. I spent a lot of time with lingering and savoring and basking this week, even amidst everything that got done. So the dictionary said, I had to look it up and to see what they said, and I think what we're saying is so much more accurate, all of it. But it said to stay in a place longer than necessary because of a reluctance to leave.
Well, that's okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a little
kind of dry.
A little dry. I've recently been looking at lingering a little bit differently than that definition, more like what is coming up amongst us in the room here. Rather than a reluctance to leave, I'm seeing it as a conscious choice to remain.
There you go.
Yeah. Conscious choice to remain. To stay in one place and enjoy it without distraction or without a productive purpose. We don't need to be productive in our lingering, we're just there by choice.
Sometimes doing that though is being productive.
In a different, yes, it's very productive at times. When I take time to
To
linger.
just be and linger.
Yes, it enlivens me for what comes next. And that's at what Ribbon Cat was saying, you know, it changes even the whole meaning and mode and quality of your doing, with whatever you do, following your lingering. Chris and then Mark.
It's turning from what the culture requires
Yeah,
and being in this opposite direction.
yeah,
Because the culture influences and
absolutely.
rewards what they call productivity and
Absolutely,
accomplishment.
yeah.
And it doesn't reward necessarily the savoring and the lingering.
Right, yes. Thank
Slowing
you.
down.
Mark?
So
and
there's
then-
an appreciation
Yeah,
of the moment
yes.
and all that it can contain, and that's to me sacred.
Yes, lingering leads to gratitude and appreciation. Very sacred. Bob?
It's like when you call your provider and they say, all our agents are busy right now.
I don't think that's lingering, I think that's getting irritated.
It depends on how you approach it.
This is true. That's
Bob, go ahead.
And then they put on elevator music and you linger
There you go.
and wait to see if an agent will, sometimes it hangs up the
Right, it's true. Good morning. Yes, so in that instance, you could choose to linger rather than get irritated. It's a choice.
Yeah. You might as well read a book while you're waiting for
That's
someone to
right,
answer the
yeah.
phone.
So there are times when I'm enjoying my time in my chair in the morning so much that I just don't yet want to get up and go do the next thing, and so I don't.
Good.
It's a conscious choice to linger in that space a little bit longer. There are times at night when I'm outside on the swing watching the stars or by the fire outside, and I don't want to get up and go in, even to go to bed yet. I just want to linger. I'm getting better at it. I haven't in my past been very practiced at lingering, so this has been good for me. There are times that although there's plenty to accomplish, always, I choose to linger over a good meal. I tend to do that every night now because we're on a thing where we eat once a day. We eat a nice long dinner and we linger over that and over the conversation that comes with that. And as a person that's always been a get-her-done kind of girl, this experience is new to me, and I'm enjoying it very much. I'm catching up with all you guys who might be more practiced than I am. So in a recent blog post, there's a woman, I don't follow her, this just popped up in my work around lingering. Megan Rauscher is her name, and she offered that lingering can be a choice. In our fast-paced world, we often don't give ourselves enough time to stay and converse, to stay and pour into others, or to stay and get poured into. We're too busy thinking about what we're going to say next to truly listen to what our friends or family members are saying. Is your hand up, Cheryl? Or
Well, I was thinking, guilt gets in the way.
guilt gets in the way,
Feel guilty for allowing that time for yourself. We need to
Yeah.
put that away, that's not
right?
necessary.
That's part of our cultural brainwashing, right?
Right.
Is that being still and lingering in something, what might be called lazy? Might be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unproductive.
Unproductive time. Did you have your hand up?
Well, I did,
know.
but
I
she
see.
did
I've
before
gotta
me.
move around.
Oh,
Oh, did you before him? Okay.
Oh,
I thought his hand was up.
Go ahead,
I'm
please.
doing my best.
well, I was thinking of the word lingering, and what
Uh-huh.
is the opposite? Malingering? They've even made the act of lingering
Right.
oh, you
Yeah.
malinger, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that
Yeah.
right,
Mal
but
means what?
I don't know.
Bad.
Bad, ill.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So we,
Lingering with an ill purpose.
we've turned that into stillness into.
There's a word for it. Yeah, that's true.
Lingering with malice.
I know. Lingering with malice.
You can get arrested for lingering.
Mark?
So the word that nobody has mentioned, but it's prominent here, is should.
Okay.
And even you,
Uh-huh.
should is usually followed by some kind of action. Well, how about just, I should linger on this?
Right,
Why not make
why
should
not?
not a demand,
Right,
but a suggestion?
yeah. Lingering is a conscious choice, and then it is an action. It's an action of stillness, or
Yeah.
staying put, or prolonging.
Going within rather than going without.
Right, yeah, thank you. All right.
As my very, very Catholic father used to say,
Uh-huh,
idleness is the devil's workshop.
there you go. Yes, the devil's workshop. And you are among friends. We have many expanded Catholics
All
in this
right.
space. Yes. Lots and lots. So this woman, Megan Rauscher, makes the point that we often do this with our spiritual practice as well, that we may or may not set aside time to pray, meditate, study, but that often we'll set a timer or we'll watch the clock. I'm going to do a 30-minute, and I do this, I set a timer, 30 minutes. Anymore, it goes off and I'm often sitting and lingering beyond that. But for so long, it was, oh, time's up. I'm done. And so that's another place we can look at. You know, yes, we have schedules, we have jobs, families, and other commitments that have us on a clock. But do we make space in our unscheduled time for lingering? In the presence of the divine with no other agenda. And I'm going to confess something here. I had to start at square one. I had to start at square one. Do I have any unscheduled time? That's my first question that I had to address. Do I tend to fill any unscheduled time with fun activities with friends and family, because I don't get to do that at work? And that's all wonderful stuff, but then it's also scheduled time. So I had to look at how and where and when can I create unscheduled time so that I can then choose to linger in whatever is serving me in that moment. It has been a quagmire for me, for sure, but I am working through it. So I've begun giving myself permission to sit just a little bit longer in the mornings, eyes closed or open, with whatever passages I'm reading, and just being. Okay, let's get the conversation going a little more now. What do you think of this idea of lingering? How does it feel to you? Let's start with that. Amanda?
I was just thinking that I think it's something that probably kids do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a good kid sense of time to linger and meander and just kind of explore what comes, and it feels kind of like a creative time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Meander, that's one we hadn't touched yet. That's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Anybody else meander, like children? Yeah, thank you. Mark?
Well, I'll mention that when you mentioned the bell, isn't that what starts a horse race? It's a bell.
Yeah, different one than I use in meditation.
Because it's
A
not
bell.
a race.
Yeah.
It's just a
Right.
marker of time.
Yeah,
And so you don't need to race.
no,
You can even go forward in a lingering fashion.
right. For me now, what's been really cool is that 30-minute soft ringing of the bell on my inside timer tells me my 30 minutes is done, but it doesn't mean you're done. It means now is your opportunity to make a choice to linger or not.
Snooze on your alarm.
Right, the snooze on your alarm. I've been applying this in a lot of different ways. I've been sleeping better all through the night by using this idea in the middle of the night of just lingering and resting in presence. And not even telling myself, you have got to get some sleep, you've got to go back to, you know, forget all that. Just linger. And guess what? I'm falling back to sleep without the pressure of should, you know. April?
I think that priorities are a big deal for us in our society.
Yeah.
And that if we shifted that into like, well, I'm making this a priority for me to be able to have this open space.
Yes.
So we walk in the evenings around our neighborhood with the kids, and we want to walk so we can go outside, but that's not the priority, the exercise, right? It's being out in nature and getting the kids in. So what we do is we say we're going to count animals, as many animals as we can find on this walk. And it takes us like 45 minutes to go around the block, right? And that's the whole reason that we're doing it. We found 30 animals the other day.
Yeah.
There's a ridiculous amount of cats in our neighborhood. We found all these animals, and it comes from like, maybe the neighbors might think we're weird, but the kids are like looking in the windows of the houses too, because cats will sit in the windows.
Right.
And see, so they're like, there's one over there in their house. And we're just like slowly moving around the block. And like that's the whole point.
That's the point.
We're gonna take our time and look.
Yeah.
I think it's important to like open that space, like whatever it is, it is.
It absolutely is.
I think it's helpful to think of lingering as a spiritual practice in itself. So we take it away from I should be doing something to I should always be in spiritual practice, communing with the holy. And so I'm open to this as a moment of spiritual practice for being fully present to the now, letting myself feel if I need more of this or is it time to move into something else, and letting that arise from my inner being. So lingering allows that moment when the inner being arises and says, yes, a few more minutes of this.
Yes.
Now it's time to move to that. Right. And I think that if we can get out of that pressured sense, that helps a great deal with the quality of our lives. So really seeing lingering as an active, positive spiritual practice helps us give ourselves permission.
Thank you. Nice lens for that.
Lingering to me feels like love. It's like freeing up time to listen and see like what I would be doing with that time if in fact I didn't have anything on my schedule. So it kind of helps me prioritize and like feel the freedom to follow my intuition and to listen, and it kind of turns into self-care and communion with my family or with myself or with my spiritual practice, and it just feels like freedom and self-care.
Nice. Freedom and self-care. Yeah. Like equating lingering to a form of love.
Yeah. When she said community, like lingering creates that community too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it's really seemed cohesive.
Right. Yeah. Mark?
Again, April, your story about walking around the block and counting animals made me think of my journey from Shingletown down to here. I do it all the time, and I like to see something new every time. So it's a little discovery process. I've seen all of this before many times, but have I really seen it?
Right, yeah.
And sure enough, there's a good-looking tree with an interesting branch, and it's a kind of a discovery process. So every moment can be a discovery process, a brand new thought, a brand new feeling.
Yes, thank you. So it's important to recognize, though, that conscious lingering is not the same thing as procrastination. Because I can easily see within myself that if I'm not careful, I can say I'm consciously lingering when really what I'm doing is procrastinating. So how are procrastination and conscious lingering different?
Immersion and avoidance.
Okay. Immersion and avoidance. Well put. Very, very direct and simple.
Enough said.
Huh?
I said, it. Enough said.
Enough said. Okay. Next
Stop right
question,
there. Don't muddy the water.
please. Next question, please.
They're
So,
so-
if you would like to share, when's the last time that you sat, we already heard about a walk around the neighborhood, meandered, or rested on purpose while just taking in the world around you in some way?
I start every day that way, whether I want to or not really, because my dog insists on it.
Because dogs know. Dogs, they know how to linger.
Because it's early in the morning, it's quiet except for a rooster here or there and a dog here and there. It's just a really neat time to be out there.
Nice. Nice time to linger. Kathy, is your hand? No?
In the morning, we have this habit, Dave and I, we make the coffee and we go sit either, well, when it was too hot, we'd sit in the living room.
Mhm.
And now that it's cooler, we go out on the back deck and just enjoy the foliage, and if conversation arises, that happens. And so it's a very quiet time. And I had the experience this morning of, I chose to linger a little bit longer because I needed to plant my little basil roots, but I finished my coffee and then I enjoyed the planting. And then moved on to other things. But I stopped and enjoyed the planting.
Beautiful. And your basil will thrive because you stopped and lingered.
That's what she said, yeah.
Yep. Our plants sense that just as much as our animals or our people. Anyone else want to share a lingering before we share?
I don't know if I called it lingering, but I'm gonna think. I take my morning walk, and I'm usually out there between 5:30 and 6:30. And I have walking friends. There's one gentleman, he been having a lot of health problems, he's 83. When I walk, I can walk 17 minutes a mile. But lately I've been pulling back and just enjoying the moment. And when I see my friend, he's not walking very fast, he's got a dog, she's old, and I turn my watch off.
Yeah.
Forget adding my miles, and I just walk with him. For the last, he only goes a short way, and I'll stop and walk with him, and take my time, visit with him and talk to him.
Yeah.
He's very spiritual, and I just love this man. And walk him to his car, make sure he's safe,
Yeah.
and everything. But I take that lingering time there.
That's beautiful. And in doing that, you're also in service to yourself and to another being.
Yeah, sometimes he'll shoo me out if I miss my walk.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes, Sheree.
Mine has to do with my coaching, where it used to be Zooms on the hour, and I would schedule a lunch, but it could get booked back to back.
Yeah.
And I just, about a year ago, was like, you know what? I'm done with that part. And so I have programmed a half-hour delay after each person.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I go out and say hi to my dogs and walk outside and get a drink of water. And I also have time to prep, because it got to where, if I'm gonna have all these back to back, then I have to prep on Sunday evening to know what I'm doing,
Right.
just to get on track. And
Yeah.
so I have that time to do that. So it just makes the whole day just so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
But we're programmed, I think, for that
We are.
productivity.
Productivity, yes.
Yeah, and if you look
Yeah.
at that, I could have 2 more clients per day in there that I've chosen not
Right.
to do. So
Yeah.
it is a big choice sometimes that we have to make between, supposed success.
Right, whatever that means.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, what is good for me and my clients? That they
Right.
don't feel rushed.
Yeah.
That they feel like,
Yeah.
you know, that I'm not having to
Mhm.
like push it at all or pull. Like I'm just being able to go with what they're sharing.
They get the highest and best version of you this
Mhm.
way. And you don't end your day exhausted, I would bet. Thank you. Mark, and then
The word strolling, Cheryl mentioned with her friend. Strolling is slower, but it's still sort of rhythmical. And I like that idea that the steps can be shorter, but it's a sort of a state of mind when you're, you know, moving your body, kind of you know. And the other word was Chris stimulated me. She's planting a plant. That's a kind of a ritual.
Yeah.
And I think it's precious for that reason. And we can infuse our lives with more rituals.
Yes.
Just appreciating life and the beauty of that plant or any other beauty. I was fantasizing on the way down here, imagining that if I were to head a political party, it would be the Common Sense Party. And then I wanted to add the word beauty, because I thought if we had a little sign outside the Common Sense gathering place, there would be people that would stop by to challenge.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, so I wanted to throw beauty in there because that would be harder to challenge.
Common sense gathering place. That's an interesting thought.
Well, you spoke common truths in the other part, and I love that.
Chris.
I think you hit on something really important, that pausing or giving ourselves space to linger allows us to rebalance in order to bring our highest self to the next moment. Because in Tai Chi, the thought is the ending of one movement is but the beginning of the next.
Right.
And that's that point where you find that balance before you move in to the next. And that's how you bring your highest self into anything.
So in that moment or 2 or 10 of lingering, that's coming back to balance, bringing the best of yourself forward. April?
In the last couple months, I've trained more new people at work, and I don't even remember their names. I just remember what we had for lunch when we were together, for the most part, because we go to my house and I made it. You know, and they say like, oh, I was grilled cheese, and I'm like, oh, grilled cheese, right? We have so many new people coming in, and that is for years now, been a normal function of mine, that I am a teacher and a trainer at my jobs. And you see them, and you know, it's to me, I've seen it so many times that it follows this arc, right? They're super nervous, then they're getting frazzled, then they don't know where we're going, and then you know how they settle in by the 3rd day, and they start to be more comfortable. And you know, I tell them there's 3 different types of schedules, and I react differently to them. The first one is easy, and you have a bunch of space in between, and maybe you're sitting around complaining that you're bored, but you'll be grateful for that later on. So sometimes you see me a lot, you know, and there's some spaces in between, and you get that nice day, and then sometimes it's so busy that if you make one wrong turn, you make one mistake on your route, it's done, right? So you spend the whole day holding on, and on that day you're producing at your highest level. I won't take my 10-minute breaks. I'll just let the timer run while I'm moving.
Right.
I won't take my whole lunch. I'll hold that route so I can get home to my life, because I can. And then there's the day that is so busy, so packed, that you cannot accomplish it. Even as me, even as the fastest human, there is no way you can do it. And on that day, you get so stressed out. And you want to get there, and you can't, and you're late, and they're not going to get to the doctor on time, and there's all these things, and you start to speed up. When you start to speed up, you make mistakes. Okay, that's when you can do things that cost you even more time, or you can get in an accident, and safety starts to go down. So I tell them on that day, I move the slowest.
Yeah.
The reason I move the slowest is because I need me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take that full 10 minutes and just sit on
Right.
those days, even though I could be moving, there's no point.
Yeah.
I will take my whole lunch. And then I teach them little behavioral cues, like every time because you're getting tight, you're breathing in the top of your chest, you're holding that steering wheel hard. Every time you come to a red light, let go.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath, drop your shoulders, tell yourself, everything's okay. And just, because if you don't, I mean,
Yeah.
there goes your blood pressure, there goes, your
Right.
there goes everything, and
Yeah.
it's not worth it. So even though the demands are so high,
Right.
that is when you have to take care of yourself the most.
That's true. Very true. Thank you. So what is it that gets in the way? You already mentioned guilt. What else gets in the way of our conscious lingering?
Boredom.
Boredom.
I literally am so bored.
I don't even know what that word means. But, yeah.
Well, I think it's, for me, I always feel like I should be doing something that's
Uh-huh.
more exciting, and sitting still is not exciting, right? So her idea of like a really great time is laying in the sun, not speaking, just laying there, enjoying a reading or thinking or whatever quietly, and then I'm there like.
Is this introvert, extrovert?
Yes.
Yes,
And
okay.
we have to find the balance, but it's very, very hard for me,
Right.
you know, it's very hard
Yeah.
for me to just not do anything.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's say that.
Impatience.
Impatience.
For a lot of the same reasons that April was talking
Uh-huh.
about.
Yeah.
It's like, I could be doing something else.
Right.
You know. I know there's something else that I could be doing.
Uh-huh. There's always something else that we can be doing. Always. Mark?
I like to think everything happens for a reason. April, even red lights.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I would say there's also fear.
Okay.
There's fear of loss of control,
Uh-huh.
the illusion of control that we have when we're rushing from one thing to another, and it feels like we're controlling our lives and sometimes beyond. And then to me, there's also the fear of what emotions will arise at times when I'm trying to hold something off.
Mm-hmm.
That if I pause and linger, that whatever painful thoughts or feelings
Right.
will arise.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the next busyness that, feels like it would hold that off.
Yeah.
So there has to be a willingness to let what wants to arise,
Mhm.
and be present to it and let it move through, knowing that it will.
Yes.
It will move through.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but yes, fear of what may arise.
Yeah.
And that stillness definitely can discourage us from being still and lingering. Bob?
Well, if I find that I'm lingering in the moment, I always wonder what it is I'm forgetting.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure there's something I should be doing right about now. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But if I review things, I'm probably there's something that I've forgotten about that I should or could be doing.
I hear that one. It's true. So for me, overscheduling is a big one
Mm-hmm.
that discourages me from lingering. And distraction. Anybody else get distracted, or is it just me? Starting one thing and, oh, I'm over here. Now I'm
Yeah.
over here.
That's how I clean my house.
There you go. That's how you clean your house.
While I walk into this room.
Fried Chinese.
Quite
This
Chinese.
last week, I
Uh-huh.
finally bought a good recliner chair for my husband, the kind that folds up where you can sit down and sit back. And I got myself one. Anyway, I was arranging the living room, putting everything. And of course, all the garbage crap that I have around is on my spare bedroom bed. And I should focus on working on that. That I avoided. The door's shut. My daughter's coming in 2 weeks. I'm thinking, I gotta get that done before she comes, because she's gonna have a fit that her mother's doing that. So I have all that going on, and it's like, okay, just relax, sit in your chair and relax. And I couldn't sit still in my new chair. I was up and down, trying to
Take a
I'm still avoiding that room.
That's procrastination.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not lingering.
Yeah.
But I managed to relax enough and I meditated and went to bed and I rested really well.
Yeah.
And you have to do that.
You have to stop.
Figure out a way to stop.
Right.
That.
Thank
It's
you.
hard.
Can be, it can be. Marcia's your hand?
Yeah, just
Okay.
a couple things real quick to address you going from one thing to another and getting distracted. I call that the ADHD house cleaning method. And it actually works. It's like, I don't want to do this, I want to do that, so you do that, I don't want to do this, so you finish
That's
this.
right.
But the other thing that I found was interesting is almost everybody's, whatever they brought up, the word should, like Mark
Right.
mentioned,
Yeah.
gets in there almost every time. It's almost hard to talk about lingering without mentioning should.
Right.
Or should not. That's funny.
Yeah. Lingering really has to do with getting rid of all the shoulds.
Yeah.
All the shoulds. Yeah. Amanda?
I was just thinking about how sometimes lingering just brings forth what is there. Like, I have a should in my mind that I should spend time and stop, and I think I have a pattern of rushing. That was the other thing I was thinking about. That kind of prevents me from lingering sometimes. But I feel like I should play with my child. And I do think that that is a really good thing. But when you're rushing around, then you sit there and you're like, okay, we're gonna play now. And that's not really how
Hurry
that
up,
works.
let's play.
Exactly. But I've noticed that if I have like a moment to linger and just let whatever it is and come out between us, you
Right.
know. So sometimes that is play, and sometimes it's other things. Sometimes, So I think that just thinking about lingering, that's where I'm noticing there's some lingering time in there, and
Yeah.
I like to try and schedule I don't know, a little bit of lingering time, not just with him, but just in our day in general, around the house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. I know I'm watching the curtains closing and the curtains opening.
Sorry, I saw people getting hot and I know the AC can't come in and out. It must be open.
And I was trying to keep the children contained.
Yeah. Oh, well, we don't mind sounds.
Here they come.
Yep, that's okay. Chris?
When Amanda was saying time to be with the child, it made me think of lingering is a way of engagement. And engagement doesn't have to be a certain idea of what you think about play is. Engagement, just whatever comes up that you want to do together. It's the engagement
Yeah.
period of
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
I've had to become very aware of the fact that I am a big space filler.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman behind me has helped me become very aware that I'm a space filler. And so I see empty spaces as like a place to plan. Right? And I didn't realize for a long time that I was filling up every space.
Right.
But she definitely is very good at setting boundaries on making nothing a priority.
Yeah.
And I see it as like, but we're wasting this weekend. We don't have any events. I'm not doing anything. We need to, and she's like, no. And she's very serious about it. She could teach like a whole workshop on setting boundaries on meandering time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you don't understand. And she said to me one time, and it just like the simplest thing, but it never like clicked before. I said, well, what are we gonna do then? We don't have anything planned. And she goes, well, what if I just wanted to spend time with you?
Mm.
And I was like, we could do that.
What a novel.
But we had an event yesterday. We threw a big kids rave. I have a sound bath on Wednesday. Then I have an event on next Saturday. And if I start doing that, I know if there's too many things in a row, I'm gonna get speed bumped because. But it's helped me see like it's okay to have some days where there's nothing.
Yeah.
And to put it over and to do it over here, but make
Yeah.
sure that I always have a space in between if I can, because what if we just want to hang out?
Yeah. It's a book I've been looking at, the Soul Talk, that he says very clearly that no is a sacred word. No, nothing, no other activity right now. Space for lingering. You know, no, I don't need another event this week. No, the center doesn't need anything else scheduled for the rest of this year. We're full enough, you know, with things. No can be a sacred word.
On that, I will say that people absorb their resets
Yeah.
in different ways, in different increments. So some people need, especially the introverted type personalities, they need longer
Right.
spaces for reset and recharge than some of us who kind of recharge from the being around the right people or the
Yeah.
right environment. And I have my 10 minutes, just 10, in the morning when I have my coffee, no one else is awake, but I have that 10 minutes and I just sit there and I drink my coffee. I drink it fast, but I sit in that 10 minutes. And I understand that some people cannot recharge in 10 minutes and be ready for work.
Right.
You have seen me in a panic get to work in 4 minutes.
Yes.
From bed to yard, right? And I can do things a little differently than some people who need like a time to really sink into it and have
Right.
it spread out. So respecting the way other people
Yes.
recharge and
That's
in
true.
yourself is important.
Yeah. And I am, and do you know that the majority of ministers are introverts? It's true. And so we're with people all the time. And yet we need long spaces of alone and quiet and unplanned, unscheduled time. People would never guess that I'm an introvert because I can engage. I've taught myself how to engage and how to interact and how to be with people a lot without having it burn me out. And it's true, I've read statistics on that like way more than 50% of ministers are introverts. Lucinda?
Well, I think one of the things with that too is that people expect something else from you, and there's so much of a tendency sometimes to just always be going out and being out there, and then one day you come in and you're not gonna be out there being Susie Sunshine. Everybody thinks you're sick.
Right.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You're not
Right.
going out there and being the life of the party, so to speak, even without anything on board. But some days you just can't do that.
Yeah.
But I think that if you take the time to give yourself that space,
Yeah.
then you can be when you need to be.
Right. Yeah. I, for the longest time, got requests every single Monday from people here whom I love very much to go do something fun because it's your day off. It's like, can't do it. Can't do it. Gotta have, because I have so many days that are so packed, I'm learning to linger and take moments in those days, but I have to have at least one day where I don't engage. We get along great, but we hardly talk all day long on Monday when we're home. He's doing his things, and I'm doing my things, but we rarely talk on Mondays. Because we need that silence, that lingering time, that savoring time. Mark?
It occurs to me that you're a receptive personality, and in those moments, can you be receptive to the Creator? I think it's trying to recharge you in
Yeah.
that way.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm doing on Mondays.
It's still okay that you be receptive as a primary,
Right.
as long as you infuse it with some of that receptivity toward the Creator.
Yeah. Absolutely. April?
Where we linger is our choice, what we linger on.
Right.
And with your personality type, we'll just use you and I because we have opposite personality types, but we both have the same kind of core, heart. You guys need that time, but the common misunderstanding about more extroverted personalities is not that we need other human beings constantly. Right? It is that we need the right human beings. So I can spend 10 minutes with someone and be exhausted and grumpy for the rest of the day, right? That is not that, but that is the other side of having an extroverted personality, is that your frequency, my frequency, our energies together create a third frequency, and that either recharges me or drains me. Right. And most of the people I know who have my personality type will explain it the same way. Right? So that kind of makes it a little bit harder sometimes for us to recharge, because I can't just sit by myself and recharge. I'll start doing weird things, thinking weird things, and I'll get bored. But you can sit with someone, this is how I linger, you can sit with someone and you only want to be there a very short time for some kind of exchange and then move away. And it's not that there's anything wrong with them, it's that there's something about the energy that's abrasive. And then there's some people, like if me and Barb accidentally get set loose together, we'll stay there for like 10 hours, just stay together, and then when we separate, we both feel not drained. We feel kind of uplifted and recharged and happier and all the things. So I'll choose who I spend long increments of time with as a form of self-care. And how we care for ourselves and recognize that, I think is important.
Thank you. Is there anything else that wants to be spoken as we begin to wrap up today? So I hope that you take this with you this week and let the ideas about lingering and savoring and meandering move through your week. In the creation myths of the Hebrew and Christian and Islamic traditions, God created the world in 6 days in that mythology. And on the 7th day, he did what? Rested. And knew that it was good. In the Egyptian creation mythology, the creator god Atum begins in a state of deep sleep within the primordial waters of noon. And his awakening and subsequent act of creation mark the emergence of the world from the state of rest. So it's like there's a deep sleeping and resting first, from which all of creation comes. So the world's great traditions have a useful message for us in the 21st century. Life is based on cycles of work and rest. And rest and work. Okay? Sometimes the most productive thing we can do is to stop and linger, savor, meander, bask in the moment, or in an experience, or in our accomplishments. Okay, we've got an accomplishment. We planted the basil. Do we rush off to the next thing, or do we appreciate the accomplishment? So many times I leave you with ideas to contemplate and practices to try and things to do. This week I'm just here to remind you and me to stop long enough to consciously enjoy life, the experiences as they happen. Because there are times to get things done, and there are times to just simply be. I'm only sharing this with you because I need to hear it. Spirit's funny that way. It's like, what we're going to talk about this week? Well, okay, you need to hear this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close us in prayer. I invite you to do whatever moves you into that receptive space, prayerful place. Maybe take a breath or two to ground yourself in presence. Holy One, great mystery, giver of all life. There's really nothing more that needs saying. But let us remember who and whose we are. a perfect and intentional expression of the sacred, lovingly made so that we might bring the love of Spirit into the world. We bring our love by our doing. We are the hands and feet, the hearts and voices of Great Spirit, here to care for one another, for our communities, and for our planet. And also, we bring our love through our being. How we do what we do is most important of all. We linger this morning in the presence of love, in the presence of peace, in the presence of joy. The joy of being alive and being together. Feeling and knowing the love of spiritual family, we savor this moment, basking in the acceptance and support that is so palpable. With no need for anything more, I give thanks for my life and all of the experiences that have brought me to this place and time. Without exception, all of the experiences. To who I have become in those experiences. I give thanks for the countless hands and hearts that brought the coming feast to our table today. And I just release this prayer now with a full heart, knowing it's already done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. What a nice conversation. Thank you all for your ready participation and your wisdom every week. It's always fulfilling. So as we close our time in conversation, we offer an opportunity for you to share of your financial abundance with this community, should you choose to do that. If you're joining us online, you can go to mysticheart.org, where you'll find a donate button or mailing address. We're an independent, self-sustaining organization, and so we depend on your generous gifts of support and are so grateful for them. So today, as we support our Mystic Heart Gathering Place by joining in this sacred circulation, we're going to revisit a video we haven't played in a while to remind us this week to look for the good. Feel free to dance if you want to. I know I can't help it. You know, look for the good.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Yo, let me tell you about people. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all have. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate and look for the good in everyone and celebrate all our mistakes if there's a silver lining. Silver lining. You still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone, 'cause everyone needs sunshine, everyone needs rain, everyone is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are, just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, I'm just like you. And I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. So I keep on trying, when it gets frightening. I look for the good in everything, look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, look for the good, look for the good in everyone. Everyone is nature, everyone is God, everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good, look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes and maybe they should. Look for the good, look for the good. Look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good, look for the good. You know that life sure would be sweeter if everybody would. Look for the good in everything, look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, look for the good, look for the good in everyone.
Field trip to the Moranch, shall we?
Yeah.
I love that line, but I'm still not sure what he means. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. Maybe they should get mad, or maybe they should look for the good. Probably both. Anyway, we're not mad now. We're glad. So thank you, Spirit, for these gifts. Thank you to each one who helped bring these gifts to our gathering place today. Thank you for your support of this work that we're doing here and the work that we do out in the community. And we promise to steward your gifts wisely so that Mystic Heart can continue to grow. And so it is.
So it is.
And
Seeing you on your way to lunch, please feel free to join us if you'd like. Every week, if you're new to us, you will find a feast after the service with a theme. This week's theme has been Greek food, so enjoy the Greek lunch today.
linger longer.
Linger longer.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All together, hand in hand, we see the light, we take a stand, and we are changing a whole new life for you and me. Take your past and set it free and share this blessing. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you. here today. Join us for lunch.